Absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Panthers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
They'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Holloway. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
McCann's kick is good.
So the add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Trey Lance of the 49ers set to go back on offense here.
And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Throwing now is Lance.
They'll roll him out right. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
But nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Lance looking to throw it. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st down, Mitchell. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And now they'll throw with Lance. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got...
Now Lance. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the 2nd quarter. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That caught by Tremble. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. There's Trimble, the tight end.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups. Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got a man. That's Marshall. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away.
McCann's kick up and good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. And it's the Bengals who have the lead in the second quarter. Joe Burrow has thrown a touchdown pass. We'll stay in the AFC South as we head one state over to check on the Indianapolis Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Jameis Winston, 4 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. Michael Thomas, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lance. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That catch good for only a couple. From the 38, Lance gets this one to use check. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. On 3rd down, Mitchell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
On second down, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. It'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him. To throw on 3rd down. Holloway. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. Gets past one man. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now a play fake. Lance. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Working from the gun. Lance. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Off the play fake. Lance. Flushed out right. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Mitchell. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Elijah Mitchell with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Extra point safely through. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Flush to his right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Holloway. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Trey Lance of the 49ers set to go back on offense here.
He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Why are we doing this?
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lance.
They'll run the screen with Mitchell.
Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not 1 bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Rohrwasser now for the point after.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Back to throw. Holloway.
A short throw hauled in by Trimble.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Looking to throw. Lance.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your best.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina!
Henry Ruggs, 84 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
They'll try and throw for it.
And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Niners on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They run the counter. It's Mitchell, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
On 1st and 10, Holloway over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
To throw on 2nd down, Holloway.
A short throw hauled in by Trimble.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
On 3rd and 2, Holloway got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Throwing on 1st down, Holloway.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Holloway. He'll buy some time right. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Operating from the gun, Holloway. This will be caught at about the 6. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker McCann now for the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Taken at about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
But DJ Moore, the Carolina offense, about to take over once again.
All right, so let's look at these numbers. I don't want to read the tea leaves here too much, but maybe he's in his own head a little bit after that hot start and the cool off.
Sometimes that happens, and this is where you get tested as a player in this league if you truly want to be an impact player or a star, because that's what they're going to face each and every game. Extra coverage, extra people. So now, do you fight through it? Do you find other ways? Or do you allow it to affect you to the point where you're no longer an impact on the game?
To throw on second down. Holloway trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and a lead now up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good...
And as he throws and the ball is out, it's a live football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The offense on third down tonight, a pretty anemic, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Back to throw. Holloway. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. From the gun, Holloway. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. On third down, Holloway on the move to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. He hits Moore. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Defense. Are you serious?
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, You can't have those kind of plays.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down. Looking to throw. Holloway. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Javon Kinlaw picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been stymied left and right, converted only one time. This is 3rd down and 12. Well, probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. On 4th down, Holloway escaping the pressure right. And it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they'll get him down here at the 23. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They fake the handoff. Now Lance completes it to Samuel. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So the victory here for San Francisco, and big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Niners, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall to 1-1, and they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.